The second question, there has been great criticism of the collective approach taken by the government in dealing with this matter. Do you agree with the sentiment that the president has outsourced his role as commander-in-chief to some of his ministers, which has put Dr. Nkosazana and Dhlamini Zuma in the firing line?
Firstly, we need to know the Disaster Act. In terms of the Disaster Act, the most powerful person now is Nkosazana. She's responsible for that act. Actually, these pronouncements, she's the one who's supposed to make those pronouncements. That's why the president is just playing his role as a father. But the real cooking and putting the meal on the table is the mother of our family called South Africa, and that is Nkosazana. So, and Nkosazana understands that responsibility very well. She's not a little boy who will cry because she's being criticized. She knows it comes with the territory. She will only cry because this number one will use his soldiers in the media and white capital to discredit her unfairly. That's the only cry she will have. But otherwise, she knows that she holds a huge responsibility as things stand now. And there is nothing unfair about what we expect her to do. And she has been doing very well. I liked it when she reversed that thing of cigarettes. The whole president calls a press conference to announce cigarettes. Cyril must be ashamed of himself. The whole president calls a press conference to announce cigarettes. And then Nkosazana taught a person a lesson. Or those things that you discuss in a beer hall, they are not going to happen here. It's not going to happen. So we like that. We hope that government will prevail, especially in Nkosazana, and fight this thing of alcohol. This alcohol is not going to be helpful. We are not going to take any legal action. It's a political campaign we are going to take to challenge the authorities. We must not take every political blunder to court. There are certain battles that we must fight on our own. And this is one such battle that we must fight. You know, my brothers and sisters, sometimes you also embarrass us in a big way. White people want alcohol to open because they want to make profit. You celebrate the opening of alcohol because you want to drink and drown in sorrows. You know, people were hooting. There were fireworks from people who were celebrating alcohol. And people were celebrating alcohol on Twitter. Some of them, if you scroll down to when the lockdown started, they were tweeting and asking for money for electricity, asking for food parcels, saying to us that the ANC is discriminating us against food parcel. Now alcohol is announced. The same person is celebrating, who announced that he doesn't have money for food, is celebrating alcohol. Some of this stupidity must not be tolerated. You must start acting responsibly. There is nothing good about alcohol. Alcohol is destructive. Alcohol destroys families. Alcohol destroys life. Alcohol contributes to unprotected sex and spreading of diseases. That's what you are celebrating. Alcohol contributes to domestic violence, abuse of children and women. The whole activist who said, we stand against this and that, you come and celebrate the sale of alcohol. It was the youth of 1976 who went around closing bottle stores, destroying alcohol that they found in homes and saying to the elders who are dying out there, you are indulging in alcohol instead of coming to fight for our freedom. This alcohol contributed to the delay of our freedom because people found comfort in alcohol. We don't need alcohol, we need land. We don't need alcohol, we need economic freedom. We need our banks, we need our mines. That's what we should do fireworks for. When they announce that the mines have been transferred into the hands of our people, there should be fireworks, not alcohol. You are manipulated by whites to think that you are in charge when you are not. They want alcohol to open so that they can make profit. You want to drown yourself in alcohol and destroy your own future. Begikele is right. There is no one who can say on a stage, a dignified person, the President of the Republic, a minister, a CEO of a bank, chartered accountant, a lawyer, can't stand in front of us and say, I am what I am because of alcohol. Alcohol contributes nothing. EFF must not be shaken about it when it pronounces itself on alcohol. Comrades, lose votes on principle. These people always come very late. You know we're leading them with ideas. They come very late. This alcohol is going to occupy hospitals. There won't be space for COVID-19 patients. There won't be. In the trauma unit, when we talk about sharing of resources, people think we're talking money. We don't have doctors. In the trauma unit, a person comes in there, he's got a panga on his head. A doctor is called to come and attend to this person. While the doctor is still stabilizing the drunkard with a panga on his head, a critical COVID-19 patient needs attention of the doctor. The doctor can't leave the panga man for COVID-19 before he stabilizes the panga man. So you are dividing the resources you do not have. Close the trauma units close the trauma units through closing of alcohol.
The next question is from Sindisiwe Twala from Newsroom Africa. The Parliament Ad Hoc Committee on Land Expropriation period has lapsed. What's the EFF's view on the missed deadlines to conclude consultative hearings by the committee, noting that the first missed opportunity was in March? The second question is the ruling party genuinely interested in the land expropriation without compensation this time around?
We don't answer for ruling parties, so you must go and ask them. The postponement comes as a result of this crisis we are confronted with. Parliament could not sit and the deadline came. So it's not like there was someone somewhere sabotaging the meeting of the deadline. We are now trying to find the best possible way. Because remember, we must go to the people who have not finished the consultation process. How are we going to meet the people under the circumstances? You want us now to go and meet the people so that they get infected. By the time the land comes, there's no one. This land won't find anyone because they will have died of this COVID-19. So we want the land. And this land must find people. It was a correct decision not to proceed with the public hearings. Now we're trying to find the most safe and creative way of making sure that we speak to our people. The first thing first, Parliament must go back, and then we ought to discuss how are we going to do the outreach to our people, because we are a people's democracy. We cannot pass those acts without the participation of our people.
Next question is from Ayanda Mdluli, Independent Media. Over the last few weeks, there have been revelations of certain state-owned entities being embroiled in corruption during COVID-19. particularly in water and sanitation, which is meant to service the basic necessities of the poor? What measures should be put in place